them, and then they like impregnate them. And it can happen. The Omega can be like male or female. Like if the male gets mpreg, he gets impregnated like up the ass, and he usually needs to get a C-section to deliver the children. But like alphas can fuck omegas, but an omega only bottom
You
for an
have to stop.
alpha.
You have to stop. We're live. You have to stop. I can't. It's not.
I turned Twitch on and I saw it. I was like, "Oh no,
was
she's still
laughing too
going."
hard for me to not know we were live. Completely unrelated topic to distract us from that. Did they change the fonts on D&D Beyond?
They absolutely did.
Yeah,
They changed it to the new Omega font. So
Oh, God.
The omega phone.
I think it doesn't matter what Victoria yells before we start stream for the rest of time. I think I win.
You
realize this is going to be clipped.
I do say that, and that is the end of my famous last words before I'm hoisted by my own petard. Anyway, welcome to Delph Requisite.
Welcome to the Omegaverse.
God.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. We're here.
According to the moderator thing, we just got flagged. I don't know how that happened.
We are criminals. We are here for another episode.
Somewhere Michael is crying.
Oh, yeah, of Fool's Errant.
Somewhere Michael is Googling and then he's crying.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Michael's like, oh, that's what that's called? I've been doing that for years.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Michael, if you're here or when you watch
We are
this, baby.
here for another episode of Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition homebrew campaign, which has very little to do with alphas and betas. We'll see how tonight's session goes, I suppose.
To each his own.
Before we start, let's give a shout out to our sponsors, Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle. We are so sorry, but thank you for continuing to sponsor us. Exclamation point Little Dragon, exclamation point CCG. To get a link to either of those websites. If you buy anything from Little Dragon Corp, who is a purveyor of fine polyhedral dice, you can use our code bonus at checkout. It changed. I had to think about it. Our code bonus at checkout for 15% off your order. So thank you, Cardboard Castle Games. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp. And again, we're sorry. So previously, we left our party as they were on the road from the overthrown city of Niveria in the capital city of Mithlande, making their way west, trying to reach Terra Libra to deliver one Tabitha Delker and the news of the situation happening within the kingdom of Mithlande to the Ordinum Librae. Several days of travel into their journey, the party decided to stop at a small, out-of-the-way tavern nestled on the outskirts of a forest, to find themselves in a quiet little tavern with a bustling group of various patrons, and a tavern keeper, as well as a collection of black cats who the party became increasingly suspicious of, as the tavern keeper had said that they were strays that had been accumulated by his late wife. But the more the party interacted with them, the more they came to believe that the group of cats was more than they appeared to be. After some magical detecting and some work on the part of some of the party members, they determined that essentially everything surrounding them, the tavern, the other patrons of the tavern, everything that they were witnessing, with the exceptions of the party themselves and the 9 identical black cats, was an illusion. It was at that point that all of the lights in the tavern went out. A classic like Wilhelm scream style scream was sounded in the darkness, and all of the lights came on, revealing to the party that the tavern keeper, one Yodob was dead upon the floor in the center of the room with I believe a kitchen knife sticking out of the center of his chest. And all of the 9 cats were gone. So that is where we will pick up tonight. You guys are
ended
exactly...
with Brom shouting, "It was the cats."
Yes, and Brom went, "It was the cats!" And then the session ended. So that is where I will leave you.
Oh, it was Suncraft. I thought somebody
Yeah,
just showed up.
I was like,
Surprise guest. Nope, Suncraft seemed to have resurrected from the dead this week. So...
Welcome back, son.
Creepy
I
music.
will turn it over to you guys. Oh, would this be helpful? I can give you a refresher of like who's in the room.
Yeah. So I spoke with and interacted with Miss something White.
So the Yodob was the tavern keeper who is now dead in the middle of the floor. You know that his assistant and like the barmaid is a young woman by the name of Telsark. You know that there is a sort of an older woman who introduced themselves to Walter as Orda the White. You overheard a pair of individuals speaking, one of whom you heard called Damson, a sort of a scholarly-looking gentleman, traveling with a younger lady who he referred to as Lady Pavo. There is also another human man, patron of the bar, in the room. There is a wood elf, a female wood elf in the room, and I believe that covers everybody that is currently present. So that is the people who are in the room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like non-player characters, the dead body, and the 4 of you guys.
I got them all responding to my Omegaverse link in the chat.
Just doing horrible things in chat.
I'm muting text chat. Goodbye for now. For 1 hour. Timeout. So I was sitting with Orda the White.
You were sitting with... Uh-oh.
You are...
Hang on, everyone. I broke
by
everything.
accident?
Hang on.
No,
Stream.
I can't hear Matt now.
1 second. What is
Oh.
that?
Oh, second computer took a dump.
We're back. No, not second computer took a dump. I was trying to switch servers around on the other thing, and because I have to run 2 instances of Discord to run Suncraft, and I switched voice channel from one to the other.
Gotcha.
Never mind. We're back up and running.
Okay. Yeah. So
You were sitting with Order of the White, yes.
I was sitting with Orda the White. Does she seem shocked by this? Is she in a different place when the lights came back on?
She's where she was. You like as the lights come back on, she like stands up from her chair. As like everybody kind of like sees the dead body on the floor. The young woman Telsark kind of like standing over innkeeper Yodob. But she like jumps to her feet and is like staring to the center of the room.
Yodob.
How's
Does she have a knife imprint in her hand?
She does not. Make a perception check.
Where's my character sheet? Hold on. Perception +0. Hell yeah. It's a 19.
With a 19, you realize that that's a stupid thought to have had. As a knife imprint in someone's hand is not a thing. No, she does not appear to, like... recently have had a knife in her hand, as far as you can tell.
The detect magic effect is still going on, right? So Alar's gonna risk, squinting one eye open and see if, now that the cats are gone, is there anything else besides the party that is real? Or isn't glowing magic?
Make an insight check.
That is a no. That is an absolute positive natural 1 no.
Okay, so with a natural 1, you like have the detect magic going, and the like, you kind of glimpse this, like, absolutely everything is glowing with illusory magic. With that natural 1, you kind of like, it's like you looked at the sun, and you're forced to, like, clamp your eyes shut, and you can kind of see, like, the after images, like, burned into your retinas. And you kind of realize that, like, if you keep that spell going with the amount of, like, magic in here, you are not going to be able to, like, actually open your eyes and look at things. So you're going to have to, like, dispel it and just use your normal vision.
Yep.
If you want to be
that's not going to work. Everything's an illusion, everything's fake, and it's going to blind me.
Beer.
I'm going to, dismiss the effect.
Okay.
And then, well, that's not much better. There's a body on the ground.
Did Alar say that it was an illusion, or is he just like reacting poorly to?
I don't know if you said it out loud.
Because I was over by Order the White, and then the lights went out, and it was confusing because everything went dark for me too.
Alar used detect magic, and Braum tried to dispel magic. Yeah. I don't know if either of those things have been communicated. As you guys are, like, kind of gathering your senses.
Okay. There's something Walter would like to do if he has not been communicated with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you were close enough to hear Alar say, "We're in trouble." That's what kicked off Braum casting dispel magic.
I am going to go over to the body. Yodab. Body.
Okay.
Yo body.
Yep. You go
Oh my god.
I'm going to try to cast Speak with Dead
just figured it out.
and see if that do anything.
Okay.
Alright, to be fair, there is a murder mystery afoot.
No,
Walter does not know any of this is an illusion.
Two things
kind
of happen. You kind of get up and start to cross the room. Order the White also, like, kind of follows behind you. As you cross the room towards the body, Order the White kind of veers off of you and moves towards the door to the tavern. She doesn't go to the door, but she kind of, like, angles towards the door. And as you kneel down and begin to cast your, like, Speak with Dead, Orda makes a series of, like, arcane gestures with her hands. And you, Walter, cast your Speak with Dead spell. And the body on the floor goes, and then looks at you.
Huh. Oh, that's new. I guess it's usually not attached, is it? Sorry, buddy. You're a little bit on the dead side right now. Did you see who stabbed you?
Yodab, like, kind of blinks at you for a second, and he goes, "Oh, that's cheating. No fun." And the spell, like, you feel the spell, like, fail. Shuts off. And the body goes back to being a corpse. At that exact moment, as you feel that spell leave you, Order the White, this, like, flash of light comes from her hand, and strikes into the door. And for a moment, you see like a large circular sigil appears on the door in these like glowing emberous runes, and then it like fades away to invisibility. And she turns around and says, I forget what her voice. I think she just had like an old lady voice, right? She just said,
she's pretty old lady standard. Yeah.
She says, someone in this room is a murderer, and no one is leaving until we find out who.
Alar will draw even with my draw toward the body and kneel down next to Walter. Everything here's an illusion. Everything was, but except the cats, but they're gone.
I mean, that explains the new experience with speaking to the recently deceased. Huh.
The young woman that you heard referred to as Lady Pavo, she kind of like gets up, she goes over towards Order the White, and she says, well, if there's a murderer, why would you lock us in with her? Or him, or whoever? Maybe you're the murderer. Maybe that's why you want us locked in here, so that you can kill the rest of us. Let us out of here right now, I demand it, or my father will be hearing of this. And her sort of like
the words of somebody who was a murderer and trying to get away.
She says, how dare you? My father will hear of this too. And her attendant is like, please, my lady, please, I just...
Okay. I've been able to see through it, so maybe we just have to play through this in order to...
Well, what the hell happened? Like, everything went black for a second. I couldn't even see anything.
I don't know. I managed to cast Detect Magic. I saw everything except the cats was fake. But the spell's so powerful, it was blinding. I had to dismiss the spell.
Brom, did you do something?
I tried to dispel magic, and I don't know if it worked or not.
I'm gonna go with no.
The
I did it,
wood
and that man
elf.
immediately got stabbed, so unless the magic was the magic of a stabbing...
Did you cast stab, or did you cast dispel magic?
No. Did you see a cloud of daggers in here? No, I didn't cast
That's a
stab.
fair point.
The female wood elf, who has not gotten up from her seat during this, speaks up, and she says, it seems to me the question we should be asking is, who had something to gain by killing the tavern keeper?
I guess Walter will like look around and see if the different people's reactions are in any way telling.
Make an insight check.
Boy, really should never dump stat wisdom, huh? How's an 18 go?
18. So with an 18, Walter, you like perceive we pan like in a circle around the gathered people, and we cut from like each face to each face, and everybody's going like this back and forth. So we cut to like Alar, like, and then Brahm, and then Order the White, and then this wood elf who's like staring everybody down, and then we cut to Osrius, doing whatever it is that Osrius is doing, and after kind of with a 19, I think you what you pick up is that the human man, who you guys have not really heard much from, is kind of looking. You see him like kind of look towards like the stairs to the rooms, and like he like makes a almost like the start of a movement, like he wants to like go like up stairs away from here. And I think you notice that the sort of the scholarly mousy gentleman who is attending to the Lady Pavo, is kind of like he's looking at her, sort of where she's still sort of staring down Order the White, and he's like wringing his hands, and he looks kind of like fraught at her like starting a scene. The Wood Elf looks like completely blank stare. Order the White is like standing in front of the door, implacable, has her staff out. And Telsark is kind of like kneeling on the ground, just in front of the body.
Well, sounds like we got quite a mystery to solve. And then Brahm is gonna pause and go, "Wait a minute. Hold on. Everybody hold on. I have the perfect character for this." And Brahm is going to hop over the bar, and then I'm going to use my glamored leather to sort of make like a long sort of gray coat. Then I will pop back up. I will put a deerstalker cap on my head, and I will go, "Hemlock Gnomes, at your service, on the case.
Good.
The game is afoot."
I'll play along.
At
I'll disguise
that,
self. Aw.
well, you can do that in a second, but at that, the Wood Elf says, "Not a bad idea. Despite my steadfast conviction that that is not a real name. Perhaps a round of introductions are in order, if this is to be a murder mystery indeed." And she says,
I definitely agree. And I put a pipe in my mouth, and then it blows bubbles.
Sure. She says, "Cool." And then she says, "I am Brassica, Justicar of the Wood Elven peoples."
And you said my name sounded fake?
She says, "I'm a Wood Elf. That's a normal Wood Elf name. You're clearly a half-orc.
Look,
Your last name is Gnomes?"
shut up. How about
I haven't
that?
decided. I haven't even decided if that's racist or not yet, so you better watch it.
You're the one who brought up the half-orc thing.
My God.
He could be
Or-
half gnome.
Order the White goes,
I'm half
I
gnome
am
on my mother's
cold.
side.
Order the White goes, "I am called Order the White." The human who's like, Walter, that you saw look towards the stair, he says, Milo Verde. The young woman goes like, "Humph," and her companion goes, "I am Scholar Damson. This is my charge. The Honorable Lady, I lost her name. The Honorable Lady, Faziana de Pavo. The woman at
We
the...
lost music.
Oh. Rip to
Hi,
my son.
Suncraft.
Did it die, or is it
My
changing
son!
tracks?
It just
pooped out entirely.
He totally
Mother-
hung up on us.
Mother
Yeah.
of butts.
That's Victoria's character for tonight. The mother of butts.
Yeah.
What sound from yonder window break?
Okay.
I've been sitting on Hemlock Gnomes for like a year and a half.
I'm just gonna disguise self as an orange ascot, a white shirt, and blue pants. Same mustache though.
Okay. So
Good to see you, Potson.
yeah. Good. So you have Yodob, the corpse. You have Telsark, the barmaid. You have Lady Faziana de Pavo. You have Scholar Damson traveling with her. You have Milo Verde. You have Judicar Brassica. and you have Orda the White are the NPCs in the tavern
Oh.
right now.
I certainly don't have a clue. And then Brom looks directly into the camera and goes, "I thank you."
Yes.
stares back, I guess.
The cat is the theoretical nine-headed cat is out of the bag. All of the NPCs are in fact Clue characters. We're doing Clue.
It's a terrible time to be Walter Gray.
Here's a board game
That's true.
inside of a tabletop game.
It's a board
Hope
game
you wanna-
inside of a tabletop game
Game
inside of a
special.
Twitch stream.
Introduce Flux rules.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I will.
So that is the information that you have at hand. Walter, you saw some stuff. Order the White has done something to the door. Judicar Brassica has demanded everybody introduce themselves and has asked the question, what would someone have to gain by killing the innkeeper? And a group of you are standing around the chamber.
Hey, Brom. Sorry.
Hemlock.
Hemlock Gnomes? Is there still money in the money box? I want to say till, but I don't know.
An excellent question,
Fancy.
Potson. I shall investigate. I will go check. Is there like a?
How do they handle money in this bar?
I'm still kind of standing behind that bar. Is there like a
They
cash box?
no,
Yeah.
they have a
Jar that says retirement account.
they have a
lockbox?
touchscreen that takes Square.
Oh, red.
No, yeah, there's like an old timey till with a lockbox attached to it. It is locked.
Alar's going
Strangely enough.
Alar is going to put out his hands. Going to check the body to see if the key is still on it. It would stand to
Okay.
reason he would have the key. You're saying that out loud.
Okay, make an investigation check.
There it is. 22.
With a 22, you do not find a key on him. But what you do find is that so he's wearing like a fantasy name for a shirt, tunic.
Vest with a bunch of buttons.
Tunic. He has a vest over top of
Could
that,
just be a
and then he
shirt.
has like an overcoat. You kind of rifle through. You go to look for see a key. You do not find one, but what you do find is that his shirt and vest, kind of under his coat, kind of seem a little disheveled. One of the buttons is undone. You don't think he was slovenly prior to his death. And despite, aside from the fact that there is a knife that has been put into him, you get the sense that he has been rifled before you got to him. And as you kind of make this discovery, his assistant, Telsar, she says, he keeps the key. The key is just there behind that old bottle. She wipes some tears away from her face. And Brahm, she gestures to a big musty bottle of wine that is the back of the bar behind where you're standing.
Yes, thank you, madam. That was good thinking, Inspector Less Trade.
Telsar.
Tori,
Telsar.
Toriar.
Pronounce.
And Alar deciding, all right, we're gonna play games. He casts disguise self as if he's removing a disguise, and he's
Okay.
got a very large mustache.
Sure.
Inspector Toriar. A pleasure to meet you, Inspector Gnomes.
I'm gonna squint harder and then disguise self and have the exact same costume, but a much larger mustache.
The
Just a broomstick, just straight down.
the Judicar goes, what the fuck is going on in here?
I apologize. I often travel in incognito.
She points Osrius. She points at you, and she goes, "Are you the only one in your group who's not a buffoon?"
Yeah.
Hmm. I
That'd
thought
be
as much.
ridiculous. Of course he's a buffoon.
Okay,
How
so
how did you know we were a group?
We may be buffoons, but we're damn good at our jobs.
she goes, "You all came in together, and you were sitting together and talking before this happened."
Alar's gonna get up from the body, head around to the around behind the bar, check the wine bottle, see if the key's there.
The key is in fact there.
You'll hold up the key. Just a car. Would you like to observe as we open the lockbox?
I would. I would also like you to desist that abhorrent fake accent.
That is not a fake accent. I assure you, it is the accent from where I was born.
I hate it. Let's
Nobody asked
Let
you
us-
what accent you like and don't like.
let us see what is in the lockbox then.
And you'll slide the key in, turn it carefully,
It explodes. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It clicks open.
and flip it open for all to see.
It has coin in it. There are like several little compartments where there are mostly it is copper pieces, a few silver, and then like a very limited amount of gold. Looks to be you think there's like maybe 3-4 gold in here. There is 7 silver and 20 copper in the till. They're all in this like carved wooden sort of like drawer thing that has been like seated inside the metal box.
I will see if the wooden piece lifts just in case there's.
It does. You lift that up, and beneath it, you find another key.
Ooh, what do we have here? Another mystery.
Judicar Braska says, second key. Plot thickens. Lady Pava goes, "This is a waste of time. We should just go. There's a murderer on the loose. Don't want to be in here anymore." Everybody's
they're not
turning.
on- technically
Everyone's
they're not
turning
on the
into other
loose.
people, wearing silly hats.
First of all, nobody's going anywhere because we're all locked in here. Second of all, this hat is not silly. Don't be ridiculous.
How do you
I'm
even?
offended.
Your first of all, your hat is silly. I would know. I studied hattery in my father's private. Shut up, you! And second of all, how do we even know that we're locked in here? Has anyone actually tried the door? And Order the White goes, "I wouldn't recommend it. But you're annoying enough that you're welcome to try." And, Lady Pavo's, keeper's like, "Please, my lady, stop.
While
don't."
while Pavo is having her little fit, Alar's gonna lean over by Brahm. Someone rifled Yadib's body. I don't know what they took, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't him.
I'll like slight nod.
Milo.
Attention.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Attention, everyone! Everyone! I'm gonna try to like get everybody in like in the same area.
You're all in one room, so they just turn their heads like 30 degrees to the left, and everyone is looking at you.
3, 2, 1. Murder, say what?
Uh,
Oh, damn it! That usually works.
everybody make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
You know, you'd be surprised how many cases we solved that way.
Question: Is this a
no.
charm effect?
No.
Okay.
Is this
Oh,
to fight
no.
madness?
Oh dear. That's an 8.
Wisdom save, you said?
Wisdom saving throw.
As a
It's an-
19.
It's
Ah,
an
these are my
8 for
DM dice.
Osrius as
An 8 for
well.
Osrius.
Oh no!
What's Brom got?
5.
So, in unison, Osrius, Brom, Alar, Telsark, Order the White, and the Judicar go, what?
Oh, that didn't narrow it down at all.
Ah, crap! I've fallen for my own ruse.
I am sorry. I thought that might work.
The
Alar's gonna hold up the key and
Yep.
look at Telsark. Would you happen to know how where this key fits?
She says, it is the key to his room. It is, it's on the 3rd floor.
Would you know what that key looked like? Or is it sort of a generic key?
What?
Would you know what that key... Would you recognize that key in a lineup of keys, or does it sort of just look like a generic key?
She points to it where Alar is literally holding it up. She's like, it's just a key, but I know that that's where he keeps it when he's
Alar's gonna
tending
shut
the tavern.
relock the lockbox.
Never mind. I thought we were talking about a missing key.
No, she said that's he was like, what is this key? And she was like, that's the key to his room. And then you were like, would you know it if you saw it? And she's like, I don't what? It's yes, it's that one.
He failed his wisdom save real hard.
No, she's like, it's right there. And he's like, precisely. And then blows more bubbles from his pipe.
The Judicar, the Wood Elf Judicar, walks over towards Osrius, and she goes, I'm going to stand near you now, because you're the least ridiculous person in the room, as far as I can tell.
Did you see the beginning of the stream?
No, I was in my liminal space where I didn't quite exist yet.
You are fortunate.
I'll ask the Judicar. Was there anyone else besides us that came in? Was anyone besides good old Yodab here, who's currently dead?
I keep thinking you're saying Yoda every time.
Yoda.
Well, for copyright reasons, that's a mistake.
We can change the pronunciation to Yodob if you would like. If that
I would
make
not.
it less awful.
Or just Bedoy.
Yodab.
His name's Bedoy now.
His name is Derek, and I will hear nothing else further of it.
Well, Derek.
The Judicar says, Judicar Brassica says, to my knowledge, everyone currently in renting a room in the tavern is in the tap room here. You were the last to. I didn't have a British accent until a moment ago. She says, you were the last to arrive. I am not aware of any others staying in the tavern. She looks over towards Telsark. She says, she would likely be the one to ask that.
Okay, we all look at.
Everybody turns towards Telsark. No. There's no one else in the tavern right now. Just everyone here.
Is that we know of?
Where'd the cats go?
I was just about to ask the same
She
thing.
kind of looks around. She says, I don't know. Maybe they got frightened off at the sound of the scream when the lights went out.
The cats I saw didn't seem like they were capable of fear. So
Yes, cats. That's they only know one emotion, hatred, and
dissociate and cause atrocities.
I don't know what happened to the cats. And she goes back over to the tower. He's like, oh, he was such a good boss.
Hey, maybe we should move him somewhere else instead of in the middle of the floor.
I got it. and I'll start dragging him away with my big, strong muscles.
Ozzy just goes over and starts dragging the body across the floor. What are you doing with the body?
Well, you know, they want it out of view, so I'll shove it behind the bar. I don't know.
Okay.
Really long, like.
Yeah, I just grab him by like one ankle and I just drag him behind me. And
So again,
shove him in there.
we cinematically we do like a face cut to like everybody in the room, and like Telsark is like, and Order the White Mage is like, Judikar Brassica is like,
Yeah,
we
Alar's
cut from
just
like
going,
we cut from face to face, all undercut by like the background sound of just like a corpse being slowly dragged across the floor.
Yeah, the arm like gets caught on a chair handle and like a crack.
Stool falls over. You just shove the body back there. There's like one foot sticking out. You like kick it into place. And Milo Verde goes, we've found the key to his room. Maybe we should all go upstairs and see if there's any clues to be found there.
Maybe. Do we want to use the buddy system?
Hold on. There's a very important thing that we just missed here. Anybody got a knife on them right now? Everybody turn out your pockets. Anybody got like a... Oh, was the knife still stabbed in him?
The knife is in him.
Oh, never mind. Anybody got a like an empty knife holster? Huh?
Walter like opens his coat, and then like to show like my 3 empty like scabbards that I had daggers in before, because I gave them away at the.
Watson, you're not helping.
Oz will take out his great axe, and then his great club, and then his javelin, and then his javelin, and then his javelin.
Thank you. That's not... Okay.
Oh, you mean them?
And then his vicious great axe.
Make a persuasion roll.
Me?
Yeah.
Was it more of a chef's knife, like a
a kitchen knife.
Okay.
It's a
17.
kitchen. It's like definitely a kitchen knife. A 17. Okay, with a 17, Milo Verde is like, and he like turns out his pockets. Order the White goes like, I don't carry knives. Judikar Brassica, she like pats the very slender sword at her hip, and she says, "This is the only weapon I carry." Scholar Damson is just like wringing his hands. He's like, I wouldn't know how to use a knife even if I had one. And Lady Faziana de Pavo goes like, I'm not turning out anything, you ruffian.
Alar's gonna rack his brain and try and think whether there was a knife in easy reach on the bar.
That's less of a racking your brain and more of a perception check to just look, because you're standing right there.
Fair enough. Well, I was going. He was trying to recall his
Remember if it was there
yeah.
before.
Oh, okay. I guess make a perception check and make a make a history check.
There's half cut bread with no knife here.
Okay, so perception was 13 and history natural 20, 27.
You know what? I was gonna be something different, but yeah. There's like a loaf of half cut bread on the like the countertop where you know that like sort of near where Yodab was, and the knife is there is now no knife at that like cutting board with the loaf of bread. That is gone. And you kind of like look and you're like, there it is.
Aha!
Because it is.
So the victim brought his own knife.
Milo Verde goes,
hey, I'm gonna go use that door now. Just gonna try to.
You're taking the key, that you said?
No, front door.
Oh, you're gonna open the front door. Okay.
Mr. Gnome's made a terrible pun, and I need to leave this building.
As you like approach the door, Order the White goes like, "You will die."
Promise?
Did I make a pun
Was it?
that time?
No, he didn't.
No. Oh.
I'm very confused by what pun you think I made.
No, I forgot. It's the other thing. Anyway, back to the mystery.
All right, new mystery. What the fuck is that guy talking about?
Sorry.
Milo Verde goes, "Are we going to go use that key upstairs or not? I'm not getting anything done standing around here staring at each other, yelling about
All right,
bread."
just calm down, suspect number one.
I'm not suspect. You're suspect number one. I'm not the one who started changing
Don't you tell me
disguises
you're suspect
immediately.
number one.
Alar's gonna glance again at the body, and where the knife is sticking out. Is there any sign of like blood spray?
Make an investigation check.
This angle
Where the
and
body
direction.
was.
15.
Now stuffed under the bar.
15. There is, yeah, you do have to, you go to where the body was, and then you go to the body. Oddly, no blood. Almost as if it was like a PG-13 movie, and they couldn't show blood in the stabbed body. So he just has a knife sticking out of him, but he didn't bleed.
Is he stabbed down or up? Down
Straight
into
in.
the heart?
Straight in.
Straight
The
in.
knife is like comically just sticking straight out of his sternum.
Oz, can you move the body back to the open floor? I need to see if everybody's like the same height as this guy.
Yeah. And then I'll go and pick up the body like underneath his shoulders so that he's like standing there.
That's even better.
So I'm just holding him there.
Okay,
out.
you just walk the body out. Okay.
All right,
Are you
everybody
walking
line up.
him? Are you walking him up to each person?
I mean, yeah, if we're doing height comparisons, that makes
Okay,
sense.
yo, Tom. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
You begin.
No.
You begin to do this. Make an intimidation check, Ozrius.
He's got some Scylla level
Yes, he does.
charisma checks. That's a 14.
A 14.
So I rolled a 15.
You kind of begin to do this. You like bring him up to Lady Fazianade, and she goes like, "Oh, gross! Don't put a dead corpse near me, ew!" And she runs away, and like she runs upstairs. Immediately afterwards, her like buddy Scholar Damson goes like, "My lady!" and he runs after her.
After them.
Milo Verde waits just long enough for you to like hold the body up to him, and then he goes, "Are you satisfied?" And then he's like, "We can't let people out of our sight," and he runs after them upstairs.
I guess Walter will run after them.
Okay, so Walter runs after them. Ozrius, are you like finishing your cycle of putting the body up next to everybody? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for not chasing them up the stairs with the body.
Order the White, you kind of bring the body up to Order the White. She kind of lets you do this. She goes, "I'm pretty sure this is considered a war crime in many kingdoms." Judicar Brassica, stands there impassively as you do this. And Telsark breaks into, like, renewed sobbing as you, like, hold the stabbed corpse of her friend and boss up to her.
Was there a point to this?
From upstairs, Walter will say, anybody that's roughly his same height should be the one that would have been able to stab him correctly like that.
Were any of them around the same
I
height?
think the only person that is ruled out by this theory is Ozrius, who is, like, 3.5 feet taller than him. Everybody else is, like, within normal,
several inches.
like, you know, within, like, the five-ish foot range.
So is that so? Everybody's between 5'5" and 5'10". There's nobody that's like.
Well, it's not Brahm.
I mean, like the people that are in attendance. The
Look,
other
at this
people.
point, I don't trust you people either.
Not really. I don't think that really like if there was like a gnome here and it was stabbed like up, maybe.
Yeah.
But no, everybody is like of medium height.
Okay.
So you run up the stairs. Okay, make an insight check as you run up the stairs.
Solid 14.
Okay, I'm gonna make a. Okay, you notice two things. Lady Pavo and Scholar Damson, run up to the second floor. You know that Yodab's room is on the third floor. The two of them run to the second floor, and Lady Telsark runs down the hallway, goes into a door, and like slams it shut behind her. Scholar Damson like stops at the door, and he's like, "My lady, and he kind of like paces nervously outside the door. The other thing that you notice is that as you like sprinted up, you kind of overtook Milo Verde, and you like turn. And you see that he did not come up the stairs behind you. For like visual reference, as you like enter into the stairwell, essentially, there is like a door that branches off of that leads to like where the rooms on the main floor are. So he ran into the stairwell. You kind of like passed him and went up the stairs. And he did not continue up, so you kind of figure he either went back to the tap room, or he must have gone to one of the rooms on the main floor.
I'm going to aim roughly where I believe Alar is.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast message at him to say, only the brat and the attendant went to the second floor. The other guy veered off somewhere else. Relay to Brom.
Okay.
It will do. And AR will go. He'll say out loud, yes, perhaps it is time to see what is in Mr. Yodab's room. Inspector Gnomes?
I will make my way upstairs. But I'm waiting at the bottom of the stairs to make sure everybody else, like, goes.
Okay. So everybody else is, like, going up to Yodab's room? Okay.
You know what? Guys, are we bringing the body with us? Or are we leaving him down here, guys?
So yes, you can gently, set him down, please.
Alright, I'll put him in a chair so he's like sitting in the corner.
Good. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely you do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so you put him in a chair by the fire. You are all heading up to the third floor. Is that the idea?
Mm-hmm. Alar will trail at the back just to see if Verde comes out.
Okay, so you're kind of hanging around the landing.
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
as everyone files up, he's like, "Come on, let us all head up to the third floor."
So, Brom and Osrius, you guys go up to the third floor with Order the White, Judicar Brassica, and Telsark. Yodab is obviously dead. Lady Faziana de Pavo and Scholar Damson are on the second floor. And Milo Verde has peeled off, presumably, to the first floor. Okay, then let us handle let's do the group going all the way up first. So the group of you going to the third floor.
I'll hand off the key to Brom so
Sure.
he can open the door.
The group of you going to the third floor. Telsark points out the door that belongs to Yodab. She says, "This is his room."
I will unlock the door.
Okay, you unlock the door. The door opens, and you are able to walk in. You see within a room that contains a comfortable-looking queen-size bed, a chest of drawers, a writing desk with a roll top that is currently closed, and a bureau. It is all like nice and clean, well kept. The bed is made, and that is what you see. You kind of open and enter. Everybody else is like huddled around the door, like a bunch of heads like looking in. So I guess Brahm and Osiris, what are you guys doing?
I'm just vibing, man.
Okay.
I will begin to investigate the room.
Okay. Make an investigation. And are you like focusing on anything in particular?
Probably the desk. I mean, searching the whole room, but the desk probably being the most. The biggest focus. That is a 16.
16. Okay, so the desk is your biggest focus. Okay, and Osiris, you're just vibing.
Can I just like maybe I help somebody? Can I help somebody? I lift furniture up for people that are looking at it.
Sure.
I'm a big guy.
You do that. You come in, you like lift the bed. Okay. So you guys are kind of doing that. So Brahm, you kind of begin this search. As this happens, on the first floor, Walter, are you doing anything? Are you like going into the hallway where?
I was watching, like, as I saw them go into that door and close it, and I realized the other guy was like missing. I'm just gonna watch the guy that was pacing outside.
Oh, that's right. You're on the second floor. So okay, so Walter,
Yes.
you were on the floor with where Lady Pavo like stormed into her room, and Scholar Damson is like near her door. Make a stealth check.
Sorry, I made a different kind of stealth check and failed. Let's see, stealth, +2. 18.
Okay. Okay. Scholar Damson kind of paces outside the door for a little bit. You hear the like creaking of footsteps on the floor above you of everybody like going to the room. You see him kind of like look up, at the sound of this, and he kind of like looks back at the door, and you see him going, "Damn it!" And he turns and like begins walking back towards the stairs, like directly towards where you are. He comes to the stairs. He pretty much immediately, like, once he, like, turns and, like, walks back to the stairs, he, like, basically walks into you, and he sees you, and he goes, "Oh, he gestures back. He says, "My lady, she's a real handful. Sometimes I can coax her out of one of these moods with a drink that she likes. I was just going to go down to the bar and see if I could convince her to open the door."
Buddy system.
I don't know what that means.
I will join you, and I'll allow him to go downstairs and follow him to the bar.
Okay. So you say, like, "I will join you." He goes, "Okay." And he proceeds downstairs. Alar, make a perception check.
12.
Milo Verd comes out of his room after a few moments of you like waiting there, and he heads down the hallway, and he sees you standing there, and he says, "Oh," he says, "Did everyone else go upstairs?"
Yes, and I'm unsure why you stopped here since you were so insistent upon everyone going upstairs.
Make a persuasion check.
4.
4. He kind of like looks at you appraisingly, as if kind of like trying to feel out your intentions. And you kind of see him like, And he says, I just wanted to make sure that my belongings in my room were secure, with murderers and lights going about. I'm just being cautious. That's all. I'm happy to go rejoin the rest of the group now. We can go together. Buddy system. I heard that said at some point, I think.
Then yes, let's just go up. I'd like to make an insight check on his statement.
Sure.
And that's a whole whopping
11. Yeah, I mean, hard to read his intentions or his thought process. He doesn't seem reluctant to like go with you upstairs, and like rejoin the group at this point. But that's about all you can kind of glean from that.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we will we'll head upstairs.
Okay. So you kind of head upstairs. Brom, back upstairs. You kind of like rifle through the room. You give a little bit more of a cursory search to some of the other things. You find that the chest of drawers just has like clothes in it. The bureau has like a few things of finery and a couple of like, other odds and ends and personal effects. The chest, the writing desk, you kind of like roll it back. You go into some of the drawers. You rifle through. You find a few like pieces of correspondence and stuff in there. One thing that you find is a letter addressed to the innkeeper, to Yadab. It is not signed by anybody, but the contents of the letter says, you will be paid handsomely if you place the provided documents in among the lady's Pavo's belongings. Do not be discovered doing so. That's it.
And where is Pavos right now?
As far as you know, locked in her room, one floor below you.
Brom will immediately turn from the room and go down to find whichever room is hers. She's down one level.
You know that she is down one level because that's where you know that like Walter was staking out. Okay,
Yeah.
So do you announce anything to anybody else in the room, or you just like read this letter and like and like turn around and stalk out?
I say the game is afoot. And I leave.
Okay.
All right, Alar is going probably
so yeah,
short as he...
you and Milo Verde like come up the stairs as Brom is like like coming down the hallway. Osrius, what are you doing as you're up there?
Everyone abandoned me. Who else is up here right now?
Right now it's like in the room, like everybody kind of turns to start to follow Brom. So you have like a second where you're sort of in the room by yourself. But currently on the same floor as you, like in this little huddle, was Judikar Brassica, Order the White, and Telsark.
I'm gonna. I'm keeping an eye on the Judikar elf lady.
Okay.
She was like a little bit stone faced.
Okay. All right. So you make an insight check.
Yeah. A natural 20.
You are pretty sure with that natural 20. You are pretty sure with that natural 20 that like, despite whoever it turns out to be the murderer is, you think that she hopes it turns out to be Brom so that she has a reason to kill him.
I keep that,
that's what you discover.
Brom like do that to myself.
Brom rushes down the hallway. He comes like running, charging into Alar, you, and Milo Verde. you guys begin to run down to the second floor. Telsark is able to be like, Walter and Scholar Damson are gone now. So Telsark is able to say like, oh, the Lady Pava was in that room. And she points out the correct door to you.
I am going to knock on the door.
You knock. A moment later, you hear, "Go away! I'm never coming out of my room!"
You don't have to come out, but we're coming in.
Who are you? You're not Scholar Damson. Get out of here, you brute!
Alright, first of all, name calling is not called for. And second of all, there is important information that involves you, and we're going to get some answers.
Oh, this involves me? I'm suddenly interested. Make a persuasion check.
Like,
Brav finished saying that, and he was like lifting his boot to the door, and he was like, "Oh, this involves me." And it's like,
But yeah, make a persuasion check.
So Damson is coming back with
14.
Walter.
Yeah,
while
we'll get
he's
to you in a
doing
second.
this.
With a 14.
Okay.
So 14 is good enough. She goes, okay, I guess I'll open the door. Everyone has to wipe their feet before they come in my room. And she opens the door. You see she is in a room that has been like... it has like... There's like 30 trunks in here. And like the bed hangings have been like taken down and replaced with like... It seems like ones she brought herself. She's really like modified this room to like suit her own preferences, it seems. She goes, "What do you want that has to do with me?"
well, I have this letter, and I will show her the letter.
Is it R?
Shut up, Potson.
You're not there. Hush. You show her the letter. She looks at it for a minute, and she like reads. You see her read it. She folds it up. She's like kind of like throws it back at you. She goes, "I have no idea what this is."
Taylor is going to pick up
It's
the
a letter.
read it quickly. Is there a place that you normally keep your papers?
She says, "Look at me. I'm pretty. I don't keep papers. Scholar Damson handles that all for me." And as she says that, we will cut downstairs. As Scholar Damson goes over to the bar, Walter, presumably with you following him. And he goes behind the bar and he begins like taking out various like bottles of like potent alcohols. And he goes, "You know, the lady can really be a trial. She's absolutely devastatingly spoiled. Don't tell her that I said that. Oh, she's..."
Oh, you didn't have to.
He says she was to be going on a trip to visit. It's not even important. It was supposed to be over 6 months ago, but she keeps getting sidetracked by this, that, and the other thing, and she's absolutely uncontrollable. She's supposed to come back and be betrothed. Her father's a very important trade baron. All I have been tasked with doing, I'm just a teacher, really. I'm just supposed to make sure she doesn't fall behind on her lessons, but no, now I've been everything from a chaperone to a babysitter, and I keep having to get her out of all sorts of spots of trouble to keep her from disgracing the family. And at this point, I've had about enough of it. And he like is pouring all these things to these cups, and he says, "Sometimes the absolute only way to get her to cooperate is just to give her what she wants long enough for her to get distracted onto the next thing. But at this point, it's too much. Simply too much." And he's pouring things into a cup.
Does he look like he's very well, like, does he look like he already knew where all this stuff was? Like,
No, not really. He's kind of like searching around for stuff. Although make an insight check.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a feel for like how comfortable he is doing this part.
Sure.
16.
With a 16, I think you notice he's kind of, every once in a while he glances to you. He kind of like glances towards the room, like he's sort of surveying the room. And then he's, looking back at what he's doing. You don't get the sense that he's like, this is not a man who is like practiced at like, I guess this and this and this. This is how I concoct the whatever thing that I'm making it. You like kind of look at what he's picking. He's picking up like the most like acidic and like potent alcohols and like mixers. He takes like a thing of lime juice and just like fucking pours it in. That's sort of like what you gather as he's like doing all of this.
Been down to Honor End lately, have you?
He kind of like pours some things. He picks up the cup of like stuff that he's mixed. He goes, "What?"
You just put the most disgusting possible combination of things into that glass that I could come up with, given what's available. A simple blackberry brandy with a little bit of extra strong clear liquor would have been a nice nightcap for the lady.
He kind of like looks at it and he looks at you and he's like, ah. He goes, "Look, I had one job. That was to get her to go back to her damn father, but she's been farting around in Western Midland Day for more months than I can count." And he gestures upstairs, and then he like gestures towards the corpse in the corner, and he goes, "Everyone and their brother has been trying to ruin her reputation so that she can't be betrothed, and it crushes her father's empire, and he has my head cut off." He says, "At this point, screw it. I'm out." And he throws the concoction in your face. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Shield.
I guess, right?
So technically no.
Does
but, like,
shield prevent you from AoE effects?
No, it stopped. It only bumps my AC and
Drops magic missile.
and stops magic missile. But I like the idea of it smashing off of a shield narratively.
What is your AC and what is your AC with shield?
14 without, 19 with.
Okay. Just for flavor wise, you cast shield. It doesn't really work because this is like he just splishes a drink. So maybe the shield kind of comes up and like some of the liquid like sizzles. He rolled a 17. So a bunch of this like hits you in the face and goes in your eyes. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oof. Oh, 5.
You are immediately blinded. He hits you in the face with like fully a cup of like absinthe and lemon juice. Like it's like
God,
so caustic. You're pretty sure he found like some of the cleaning fluid behind the bar and they put that in there. Like the thing he hits you in the face with is so caustic. You're immediately like, ugh!
Okay.
And you hear him vault the bar and begin to run towards the door. Simultaneously, like this happens at like the exact moment that upstairs Lady Paula was like, "I have no idea what any of this is about. I don't read things." Scarlet Damson handles all my paperwork.
Tech question. So my jacked up eyes that are currently hollow sockets, are they just full of this liquid now, or do I have are they like I don't are they like portals to the Nether? I still haven't figured out exactly how
it feels generally the same as if you had gotten like liquid splash in your regular eyes. You don't have two sloshy eyeballs full of stuff.
My radiant pools.
Okay, right, so what does everybody do? These things happen simultaneously.
Walter will immediately like yell out in confused, "Oh God, my eyes have acid in them!" Pain.
Okay. Everybody upstairs, make a perception check.
I was gonna tell that elven lady, you should just do it.
26.
Okay.
Is that a perception check, you said?
Perception check, yeah.
18.
Okay.
16.
all of you hear like ah! And then like a bunch of scuffling from downstairs.
Alar is.
Downstairs!
Alar
Everybody-
just pushes through everyone since he can dash.
Everybody in sort of like a bumbling mass just like begins to run down the stairs. Okay. So, you guys run down the stairs. We need different music, I think.
Yakety
Let's
sax.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, that would get this DMCA'd.
Let's try.
Not if it's in 15-second clips that are offset. Then it's a remix. Is there a dubstep remix of Yakety Sax? Oh god, there is.
Of course there is.
Why would you want that?
Because the world is full of horrible things, including that idea.
2012 happened. We can't stop it.
Yeah.
Literally,
okay.
Dubstep Anthems 2012, Yakety Sax dubstep.
You can't stop
remix.
it. You can also not look it up, Jason.
Sure. You guys come running downstairs. You like charge through the door, and everybody like bursts into the central tap room all at the same time. You see like Walter over by the bar is like, "Gah!" like clutching his eyeballs, and Scholar Damson is like about to grab the handle for the door. What's everybody doing?
I would like to summon my familiar and
Okay.
have Scooter bite his ankle.
Okay. Roll to hit with Scooter.
Let me see. Let me just double check.
Can I like javelin like his pant leg?
Yes.
No, no.
Yes.
Like throw it at like his
For
pant
sure.
leg so he
For
stays
sure you
stuck.
can.
No.
Roll to hit.
Don't get murdered by the murder door, Javelin.
Okay.
Ooh, not good.
There it is. Yeah, that's a 24.
Okay.
As a 13.
13. Osrius, roll a d20 for me.
5.
Okay. Okay. Scooter, like, pops into existence and, like, bites Scholar Damson's ankle. He goes, like, ah! Hops up onto one foot. Hand still outstretched. Goes, ah! One hand outstretched. The other hand goes to his ankle, which is now, like, lifted up in the air. He's like, ooh! And then, like, a split second later, a javelin streaks across the room, and hits not his pant leg, but goes fully through like his calf and shin, and impales through his leg into the ground, and he goes like, "Ah!" And he falls the rest of the way forward, and his hand like lands on the door handle, and then that rune goes like, and explodes. And he gets like blasted backwards. Scooter, by the way, goes like it's like obliterated instantly. And Scholar Damson goes like somersaulting across the room and like lands square in the middle of the floor, like spread eagle, exactly where the corpse was at the beginning of all this, and like is staring straight up at the ground. And it's like, "Ah."
But not dead?
Not dead.
Am I still temporarily blinded? I'm still in the room. Like, was I affected by the explosion?
No, you were not near enough to the door for this. You hear all of this, and then like kind of as that all settles, you're able to like wipe everything out of your eyes.
I'm just going over and I put like a foot on his chest and I'm like, you shouldn't have done that, buddy.
You put a foot on his chest. He's like, Lady Pava goes like, that was fucking awesome.
May want to heal him before he dies.
I mean, I guess. I go over there. How close to like?
He does not look like he is in imminent danger of dying.
Okay, in that case, then
Good. Somebody much more willing to talk.
So he's kind of laying there. You guys go around him. Judicar Brassica comes up as well with you guys. She goes, I take it based on the series of events that this is our murderer.
Walter, what happened while we were all upstairs?
He wanted to make a drink for the lady, allegedly. So I followed him down because of the buddy system. And he made a horrific concoction of the most disgusting stuff he could find back there, and then threw it in my eyes, which are already cursed, and now they hurt, which is weird. And then he, I assume, ran for the door, which would explain the explosion. Where'd that javelin come from?
Where do you think?
Just gonna look over at us.
It was me.
Good shot. Not perfect, but a good throw.
I wasn't trying to aim for his calf, but it got the job done.
I'll admit, having Scooter out there probably spoiled your aim.
So he made a break for the door. Any idea as to why? I guess if he's the stabber. I mean, he didn't stab me, he just threw lime juice in my eyes.
From the ground, he goes, oh, enough. I'll tell you why.
Osrius, oh, the hell with this. Osrius, set him down. Could you let him be? And Alar will kneel down next to him, dismiss the effect. All right. Cards on the table.
He says, I was hired by the Lady Pavo's father to escort her on her travel to southern Midland. Make sure she kept up her lessons and didn't get into any trouble, and bring her back safely so that she could be betrothed, married off to some other rich dick. Oh, but she's a nightmare! She's a nightmare. Look at her. Look at her right now. Look at her. Tell me she's not a nightmare. You look at her, she's definitely a nightmare.
I don't have to look at her. I know she's a nightmare. Go on.
He says, the amount of things I have had to prevent her from doing or getting into that would destroy hers and her father's reputation and ruin her betrothal, you wouldn't believe. And now that I finally got her on her way back home, I find out that the innkeeper here has been paid off by a rival guild to sabotage something and ruin her reputation once and for all, and I just couldn't have it. I don't think it was worth it, honestly, at the end of the day. I've been blown up. A javelin got thrown through my leg. I threw acid, basically, in a man's eyes. I'm not a bad guy. I just don't want to get my head chopped off by her father when I get back to Mid-Valand.
So you stabbed a man?
He says, yes, I stabbed the innkeeper because he was going to sabotage the Lady Pavo.
You couldn't think of anything else to possibly do besides stabbing a man?
No! I had to think quick. The lights went out. Didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, how many times have you just stabbed a guy?
I just have one more question.
Watson, shut up.
Alar just kind of gives you a look like, just one question. And Alar leaning close. Where are the cats?
He kind of like looks at you. And from the corner of the room, you guys hear...
Oh, there it goes.
Clapping. Clapping.
That's fine.
And
Also,
you
where is
look
the
up,
knife?
The knife's still in the corpse,
I keep
which
forgetting.
has sat upright and is now clapping at you. The corpse of Yadab the innkeeper is clapping at you, and he goes,
Very good, you solved it. Excellent indeed. The mystery has been unraveled.
Fight this guy now.
That's certainly one way it could have gone.
Oh, God.
But here's another way that it could have happened.
Before we do anything, I just need you to know that I hate you. Okay.
and he snaps his fingers, and everything goes black, and you hear a scream, and the lights come back on. All four of you are not in the tavern. You are each in bed in one of the rooms of this tavern. You wake up having been roused from a sound sleep, it seems, by the sound of a scream.
Oh, no. Bitch.
Are we all going out in the hallway?
Before you
I mean,
guys do anything, before anybody does anything, everybody roll a d20.
No.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna open up the Walter sack.
19.
I shouldn't.
Okay?
Don't say
Walter
that.
bag.
Ever
Walter
again.
bag.
Never again.
Yeah.
Illegal.
18.
8.
I'm gonna
I
roll
will
a
replace
real
you with Brittany if I have to.
I would understand.
I have a 19, I have an 18 from Oz.
No, Oz got an 8.
I got an 8.
Alar
I'm an
got an 18.
Alar got an 18, okay.
What the hell is my stone D20? Huh. Whatever.
Roll a dice!
Hurry up,
That's a
Potson.
4.
4, okay.
Roll the dice better.
Brom, you wake. Okay, so all of you wake up. You hear this scream, you're all in a room. What are you doing?
I'm going out into the hallway.
Yeah, now Alar realizes it's an illusion again. He's going to, it's not real. It's not real. It's not real, and try and see through the illusion.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
15. He opens his eyes.
Still there.
Loud curse in Draconic, and then he'll get out and throw open his door.
We're just gonna go for the door.
Okay. Brom, as you go for the door, you hear squeak, 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 squeak.
From where?
From like somewhere kind of near your feet.
I will look down.
There is a mouse violently waving a like little rolled up scrap of paper at you, like.
I will pick up the paper.
Okay, you grab the paper. It's rolled up.
I'll look at it. I didn't know that.
And throw it in the fireplace.
You unroll the piece of
I
paper.
eat it, and we go.
It says, "I'm here to help. The cycle will repeat. Have to figure out how to break it. Signed, T. I. The mouse, like, once you give it the paper, the mouse goes like, and then runs into like a little mouse hole on the side of your room.
Great.
As it runs away from under the bed that you were sleeping on, a black cat launches out and like swipes these like razor sharp claws of the mouse, which just like darts into the hole, and then the hole disappears. The cat turns, looks at you, squints, and then vanishes in a cloud of smoke.
Right. The only thing that could make this whole thing more annoying Torian fucking intrigue.
Pretty sure that's when Alar throws open the door and he hears that. He's going to close the door. There's going to be an even louder curse in Draconic, and then he opens the door again and walks out.
Once we like all, I assume we'll like convene in the hallway. Brahm's just gonna look at everybody like, is anybody for just giving up and just leaving and leaving? Just maybe there's not our problem anymore.
Do you think we
Yeah,
can?
this is getting annoying.
I don't think we can leave.
What if we just killed everyone?
I like the way you're thinking. It was my next option.
Alar's gonna look around. Where's Lady Delker?
Oh, balls.
She like comes up to the rest of you. She was oddly silent for the entire last of that because nobody talked to her, and nobody addressed her, and I was running 6 other NPCs. No, she's here. She comes out of her own room. She's like, oh my god, what is going on? This is ridiculous. I can't believe that last recursion that we just went through that I totally was in the room for that whole time.
Lady Delka, good God, I totally forgot you were here.
Oddly enough, I sort of forgot I was here for a while there too.
Captain's like, I've just been sitting in my room staring at the wall for 3 hours.
She says, no, I was...
going to... Alright, let's...
Oh,
we need to figure this out.
Can I just go downstairs? So you guys stay up here in this hallway real fast. I'm gonna go downstairs real quick and make sure everybody's there. Sound good? Just don't come down yet.
Okay.
Okay, 2 seconds. 6. Well, really, technically 12 seconds. But I'm gonna go downstairs and take a peek and see if everybody's in that room.
While
you go back downstairs. Okay.
Nope, sorry.
Nope. What are you doing?
Alar's going to turn to Brum. How do you know Torian's here?
I'll show him the little mouse note.
And he's going to roll up quickly and hide it away. Okay.
So I'm gonna peek downstairs and see if everybody's there.
You look downstairs on the main floor. Telsark is down there. Judicator Brassica is down there. And Milo... Who did we lose?
You.
Oh,
Your
shit.
face.
My other computer crashed. Wait a sec. Weird. Weird. So Judicator Brassica, Telsark, and Milo Verd are in the tap room. They all are like looking like they have just come. But they're sort of like they're like in the doorway. They're in the like Judicator Brassica is in the stairwell. Milo Verd is like in the doorway, and Telsark is like in the doorway, but in the tap room side. Like the three of them are kind of clustered around the door. So you kind of come up to them, they're staring, they like look at you, come down the stairs, they look, you kind of peek past them, there is no corpse in the tap room. And there's no other people in the tap room currently. On the floor that the others of you have gathered in, Lady Pavo and Scholar Damson come out of their respective rooms on the second floor, like looking and seeing, they meet you guys on the second floor. That is what you guys see.
How many? Sorry. So everybody but Damson and Pavo are downstairs?
Damson and Pavo are on the same floor as you guys on the second floor. Telsark, Judicator, Brassica, and Milo Verd seem to be on the first floor currently. Yadab is obviously not here. You assume he's dead somewhere. And Order the White is also not here.
Sorry. I was going to fireball the room if everybody was downstairs, but so I'm going to call out to, what is her name? Miss Telsark. Is Yadab around?
She says, I don't know. He went up to his bedroom about an hour ago. I was just cleaning up downstairs.
Outstanding. I'm gonna go back upstairs and then like just kind of like grab everybody and just start push them, and it's like just like he's in his room allegedly.
Wait, do any of... I'm gonna look at everyone else. Do any of you guys remember what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
The
Not
corpse clapped at
you.
me.
Not you guys, the NPCs.
They kind of look at you as confused. They're like, "What? We heard a scream. What do you mean?"
Like with the clap and he was sitting in the chair and then the body was talking to us. And then is the scholar down here?
Scholar Damson is on the floor with you guys. He like came out of a room on the floor.
Does his leg have a hole in it? Is it bleeding?
No.
Game is a foot.
His leg.
The game is a leg.
Alar's gonna look around. Where's Orda?
Don't know what room she is. Let's go verify that there's a corpse.
Judicar Brassica goes, "What? Corpse?"
God damn it, Paulson.
What?
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 The single worst thing you could have said to not look more suspicious.
There was a scream. Yeah.
We
You heard
heard the
that?
scream. Yes.
Cool. Yes. Was that from upstairs or downstairs?
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Alright, everybody, we're gonna check this room for a body. If there's a dead body in it, I'm going to tell you a very confusing story. If there's no dead body in it, everybody can just go about their shit. Okay?
That's all Judicar Brassica says. Lady Pava goes, "A dead body, you say? Ooh. I do love a mystery."
Do I see Pavo? Not
Yeah.
Pavo. Damson here?
Yep, he's next to her.
Oh, Red, buddy, I will be right back. I have something super special for you. I'm gonna run downstairs and grab the lime juice.
Okay. Yes, sure. So you go and run downstairs.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the lime juice from behind the counter.
Okay.
And I'm gonna come back upstairs. Like morning refreshment and just like splash it in his face.
Roll the hit.
I guess just the D20. I'm not
Yeah, just roll
proficient in
a
cups.
D20.
Would have got if you miss.
It's in that one.
Oh my
You,
god!
like-
in front of
you,
your
like-
own eyes.
You're like, "Rah!" And he like sort of leans back and it just sort of like splashes his shirt and he goes like, "Why?"
I'm just gonna not. I'm just gonna give him a
God
thumbs up.
damn it,
And
Paulson.
just go
Okay.
upstairs.
He doesn't remember doing that. Alright. We're going to
what?
open the door. Zip it. Okay, we're going to open this door, and everybody's going to be real cool, okay?
Okay.
We're going to attempt to open the door.
The door's unlocked. You open the door.
What do I see?
A corpse.
Aha!
Yodab is dead. He looks like he has fallen out of the desk chair at his writing desk. He has a vicious slash across his like torso, and there is a longsword laying on the ground beside him.
Who was it who had a long sword earlier?
The just
Brassica. Judicar
Does she
Brassica.
still have her sword on her?
Yes, she does.
Alright! It is my opinion that he is dead.
Jesus Christ.
And
Brilliant
astute
gnomes.
deduction. Gnomes? Your name's Gnomes?
Amazing.
Weird name.
Yes.
I hate it.
Hemlock gnomes. Don't question it. Don't think about it too hard.
I won't. I have a feeling it would make me angry.
I
There's
feel
been a
like you make me
murder.
angry. Anyway,
It seems to me, first question we should be asking is who had something to gain by the death of the tavern keeper?
the barmaid.
Tell Sargo like, what? It wasn't me. My boss is dead. You opened the door as a corner. I didn't do it.
Does that look legit?
Make an insight check.
Good, I believe her. That's an 8.
Where'd my D20 go? Oh, it's over here. 18 plus. It was an insight check, you said?
Yes.
Plus 4.
Oh, an 18 plus 4. Okay. I was like, plus 4, cool. What did you roll? Yeah, she seems to be legitimate.
So I'm like, it was the maid, and then she did that again. All right, no, it wasn't. It was a test. It was a test, and you passed.
I don't understand. Why?
You don't have to understand. It's for me to understand. I have my methods.
I'm gonna ask the same question I asked earlier. Where's Orda?
Telsark goes, her room is there, and she points to the room like adjacent across the hall from
Azrius, back me up.
I'm backing him up.
Okay,
Backing
you back him up.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
You knock, nothing happens.
Check the door.
Locked.
He's gonna think for a moment. You know, on second thought, Oz, if you didn't be so kind.
Am I smashing down the door?
Yes, please.
I'm smashing down the door. What do I? What do you need me to roll to smash the door?
Make an athletics check.
You do so
Oh
at advantage.
no. Okay, good, because that was a natural too.
No.
Ooh. Dirty 20.
You just kick the door off the hinges. Weird thing though. You kick the door.
doesn't
It
have hinges.
the door blasts off its hinges like inward into the room. The impact of your foot on the door makes like a resounding, like crashing thud in the hallway. As soon as the door blasts off its hinges and like flies inward, and you like watch it like and clatter across the floor of the room, no sound at all.
Wait, like once it, after I kick it off the hinges,
You-
when it's like,
like,
bouncing,
you-
it stops making sound.
Kick the door, right? The sound of your foot like thunking the door goes like, and then as soon as the door like flies into the room, it like goes in and like falls and goes like hits the floor, bounces, flips. None of that makes any sound.
Arcana, please.
Sure.
18.
You are pretty sure there is a silence spell in effect, like in the confines of this room.
Alar draws his rapier and then walks in.
Okay. You walk in. There is, as you walk in, you like walk in. There is a moment where like all of your sound disappears. You walked into the confines of the silence spell. About a half a second later, you like your ears like pop as the silence spell like dissipates, and then you hear like the like rapid like dinging of like a bell, and Orda the White like throws back the covers in her bed, jumps out of bed like grabbing her staff from the like side and like points it at you, and the end like begins to glow white, and she goes, "What are you doing in my room? Are you a toucher?"
Yes.
I ask one thing.
Stab Walter
If
to
you
death.
wait, if you do indeed decide to destroy me, the gentleman with the very large mustache, could you kill him next, please?
I'll
I
kill
can kill him
anyone who
first.
wants to come into my room and look at my unmentionables when I'm resting. Who are you? What are you doing in here?
Alar is going to sheath his sword. I'd like to roll an insight check as well.
Sure.
Jesus Christ. 14.
As far as you can tell, you woke her up from a dead sleep by breaking into her room.
There's been a murder.
She like looks at you and she's like,
And you were the only person that was unaccounted for among everybody else who heard the scream. So you can imagine we're going to find out just what you were doing.
she like looks at the kicked in door, like looks at you. She's like, look me in my eyes. Promise me that you are not coming in here to try and catch a peek of me in my nightgown.
I swear upon Mistra, goddess of magic, I did not come in here to peek at you in your nightgown.
Make either a persuasion or a deception. You don't have to tell me which.
Can we be done for the night?
Naturally, I roll a 1. I'm probably gonna get blasted out of this room.
She like looks at you. She goes like, "Is anybody else out of that hallway?"
Literally everyone is out.
She's like, "I wasn't talking to you, creep. Who else is out there?"
Who else is out there?
Oh, everybody.
Yeah.
The entire tavern.
Everybody actually is out there. Don't worry, we didn't want to come in here and look at you. No offense.
She's like, somebody stand between me and the peeping Tomicus.
Please, Alar's
Okay,
just
here
gonna
you
walk
go.
out the door and be like, stay between the two of us. I swear to the gods.
She walks out and she's like, somebody better show me a murdered corpse before I believe that this boy wasn't trying to look at my nethers.
This evening has taken a turn.
So you're telling me
That's including a man who was murdered.
I was just trying to have a peaceful sleep. Can't even get a rest in this tavern without a toucher trying to sneak into my room and get a look at my giblets.
All right.
I gotta cast blindness on myself.
Why have done this? She's, by the way, like fully robed still. Like she's
Yeah,
fully
I'm sure
clothing.
she is.
All right. Well, never eating turkey again.
So she kind of looks. She's, oh, I'll be damned. There really is a corpse in there. It's like, look. She's like, I'm still watching you, though.
I am never going to look in your direction again.
Good, keep it that way.
Alright.
So there's a murdered corpse.
Alar's going to turn to Talsark, or whatever that. Miss
Sure.
Scarlet.
Yeah, Miss Scarlet, yes.
Yeah.
Did anybody else come in here with a long sword? Besides, he points in the Judikar.
She looks at it and she goes, and she points at the wall in the room, which has a like placard with a set of like hooks that looks like a sword could be like, it would be like a mounting board for a sword. She says,
God
was
damn it,
his-
it's a convenient weapon. Was he a guardsman?
She says, I don't know. He never talked about before he came here. Bra, make a... no, I won't make it. You rolled a really high investigation check before. That sword was not here when you investigated this room in the first go-around of this. This is like a new addition to this situation.
Okay.
She says, I don't know. He never talked about it before. He didn't want to. He didn't push.
I was gonna as I sweep the room. Is there besides the body? Is there? Does it look like things have been rifled?
Make an investigation check.
1 to 2.
It does not appear so. No.
All right. No one appears to have wanted what's in the room. Guess the next place to check is the body. So we will get down and rifle the corpse.
Okay. You begin to do that. Make another investigation check, and as you do that, Lady Faziana de Pavo, she says, "What if you asked if you're looking around the room as if it was rifled? What if this was all a diversion to search one of our other rooms or steal our goods? Perhaps somebody is stealing from us right now. I mean, you're all poor, clearly, but I have valuables. We should check our own rooms to see if anyone's taking things from them as it is right now. Come, Damson." And she turns to, like, go run downstairs. And, like, Milo Verde kind of, like, looks at her and looks at everybody else and goes, oh, as if, like, not a bad point. And he goes to go as well. Let's see. Order the White came out of her room, so she's fine. Brassica is, like, gonna stay with the corpse. She's not going anywhere. And Telsar just looked confused. Damson... Faziana Day and Milo Verde head down the hallway and go down the stairs. Alar, what was your investigation on the body?
16.
You find nothing on the body of import, and this time it does not look like it was rifled in. It looks like somebody just killed him.
Doesn't look like anything was taken. Why kill him?
Hey. What if we just killed everybody? They were fine. His leg isn't stabbed with a javelin anymore. So if we just kill everybody,
Get everybody downstairs into the bar room, and I'll.
maybe it'll restart, or maybe we'll get out.
All right.
I don't know. I'm just thinking.
If you guys I'm gonna look at what's her name? It's still very clearly here.
Not to mention
Tabitha?
Judicar.
No, not the Judicar.
The Judicar, yeah, she's here.
That's still very clearly here, and it's like,
Yeah, no, go ahead. What's the play?
Just slowly pull my shovel out.
I'm just getting tired dealing with this.
You pull your shovel out, and she's like, all right, and she pulls her sword out.
I'm gonna yell, "We found the killer!"
Okay.
And start attacking, I guess.
All right. Make anybody who is attacking the Judicar make an attack roll.
I'm good.
I guess I'll shillelagh it first.
Alar's going to try one more time. He's going to close his eyes this is illusion. You can see through it.
14.
We've done something completely unusual. Maybe it breaks the illusion. So he's going to try and, see if he can see through it now that Walter's doing something completely off, hopefully off script.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw.
18.
I rolled a 14 to hit, so.
Okay.
Rolled a 19 to hit.
Okay, both of those hit. So go ahead and roll damage, both of you. The Judicar Judikar is also going to attack. She rolls, unfortunately, a natural 20 against Walter.
So it's 8 damage.
Okay.
Force damage.
That's a 16.
Okay.
Right, full max damage.
So you guys basically, like, this whole weird exchange happens where you're like, we should just kill everybody, right? And then Judikar is like, what? And then you guys turn on her. She pulls her sword out. And basically, like, the two of you, like, converge on her. Walter, you, like, shillelagh shovel. Osrius, like, whips out the great axe. You both, like, hack into her. She manages to, like, she gets one solid swipe. Walter, she does 18 points of slashing damage to you.
Yep.
Slashes across you, but she immediately is then basically shoveled, and then Osrius just, like, puts the axe into her spine. And she goes like, ah! You will not get away with this. And she falls dead to the ground.
Yeah, so before we attacked her, I yelled I found the killer.
Yes, you did. Alar, with that check that you made, your gaze is drawn to the corpse of Yadab. And you look, and you see that, like, this time, unlike last time, there is blood, like, leaking out of the body. And the blood, like, trickles across the floor, and then begins to, like, run through the grooves in the floorboards. And you watch as it begins to spell out runes, letters in common. And the blood spells a message as you watch.
Okay.
And you watch as the blood spells out the words Fey Trap. Find the true ruse. T.I. Then, as soon as you read this, the two of your companions cut down the Judikar, and the corpse that you are, like, looking at the runes next to, like, lifts its head, and kind of looks at you guys, looks at the corpse, and goes,
Oh, come on. Really? That's not how this works. I mean, I suppose that's one way it could have happened, but perhaps it happened like this.
And the corpse snaps its fingers again. Everything goes black. And you hear a scream. And once again, you all open your eyes. And you wake up. And I need everybody to roll a d4.
How's a 1 do me?
Okay.
I also got a 1.
I also got a 1.
I got
no.
a 1 as well.
You are goddamn kidding me. Everybody reroll. Everybody reroll.
If we all roll ones again, we just have to end the stream.
Yeah.
I got a 3
I
this
rolled a
time.
1 again!
I got a 3 also.
I got a 2.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
we broke the laws of probability. The Fey trap is sprung.
I mean, it's only a D4.
4.
We were rolling a D20 and all rolled a 1.
164.
That's pretty funny.
64 times 4 is 200 and 1 in 256. The odds of that happening.
I shouldn't have eaten that entire cake pop on a bite. That was a mistake.
Okay. All of you wake up. You're in your rooms again, respectively. The scream has just happened, and you are where you were a second ago.
Okay. ALR is going to throw open the door and wait for the others.
I throw open my door. This is bullshit.
It is indeed Osrius, but now I know the name of the bull.
What bull?
I'm gonna look under my bed before I get out and see if there's anything under there.
Everybody roll an insight check.
Insight. 16.
It's a 4+ thing, so it's not gonna be good.
11.
19.
It's an 8.
What did Walter get? Sorry.
16.
Okay. Alar, you wake up. You begin to get out of your bed. You begin to make your way towards the door. You hear... and you look down at your feet, and a mouse comes rocketing, like hurtling out of a mouse hole in the wall. It has a little piece of paper tied to it. It comes running towards your feet. From under your bed, a black cat jumps out. Claws come down, like 3 cat paw claws, cut the mouse into 3 quarters. The mouse splits into 3. The little paper around its neck whirls up into the air. Make a dexterity saving throw.
26.
The cat like slashes the mouse as the paper comes up. It like turns its head and jumps and begins to like reach for the paper with one of its paws. You snatch it out of the air, unfurl it, and you read it, and it says, hang on.
I also like to think Alar grabbed the cat with his other hand and he's just holding it away while he's looking at the paper. I mean, that was a 19 on the die.
Sure. Hang on, let me get my document back open here. It says, solve the riddle. Find the true imposter. T-I. And you have, like, the cat, and the cat, like, disappears in your hand. Turns into, like, smoke. Vanishes. And you're left with the...
he's going to roll it up, and he's going to throw open his door.
Okay, you throw open your door.
Nothing under my bed?
Nothing under your bed, no.
Okay. I will also exit the door. And for this
is when
iteration, I have a 12-inch long
Nope.
Beard mustache.
Okay. Finish the sentence faster than that next time, I beg you.
Please. We have to find the real imposter. We're in a Fey trap.
How?
We shouldn't have gone to this tavern. We walked into... that's how we got into the trap.
So the tavern's the trap?
Most likely. We've encountered Fae before, remember?
So the tavern's the imposter?
No. Actually, wait a second. Maybe.
You hear from downstairs. You hear, there's a murderer among us, and no one is leaving until we find out who. The kung of a staff on the ground, and the zoom of a sigil being cast upon the door as Order the White, apparently downstairs in this recursion, has sealed the tavern once more.
What's the anachronism? What's the riddle? Who's the fakest among the fakes? What's the illusion, the most illusory of this?
What was the name of this inn?
Nowhere.
I mean, that's Walter asking Alar.
Oh, sorry.
More.
Wait,
but, yeah.
Important question. Nowhere or
Let me look at minutes.
It starts with an O for some reason.
It starts with a G.
I believe it is nowhere like N-O. Nowhere. N-O-W-H-E-R.
Okay. Nowhere.
I got nothing. I mean, at this point, murder, maybe? I mean, murder, yes, downstairs, but murder solution, no. So
I want to see if she's dead this time. Can I go down and see if the Justice Car lady is dead? Guys, I need to know if I perma killed her. I'm gonna feel real bad.
Yeah, it's a good point. Let's go see if there's any. Which is the murderer? Which is the murderer?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so
So
you guys are going
who's
downstairs.
who's the corpse this time?
Yeah, we're all going downstairs.
Alright. You guys go downstairs. The corpse is behind the bar this time. It is Yodab again. It has been absolutely like it got put in a blender. It has been like just eviscerated by like a million cuts.
Oh, body. Somebody? Is it still mostly intact? Like the limbs are not dismembered, it's still mostly intact?
Yeah. Just like it just got like slashed a million times.
No. Oh.
Like,
Brom, were you this iteration's murderizer?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, yeah, we've solved it. We've solved it, boys.
I don't know how, but I was.
Alar is going to make a quick look at the body. The slashes, do they appear to be done with a knife, or are we talking about?
Make a insight check.
Insight?
Insight.
Okay. 12.
You don't think this level of cuts was either done by like 100 dudes mobbing this guy, or it was magic?
I'm just gonna stare at Order the White.
She like, looks back at you. She's like, I don't know the Cloud of Dagger spell. I mean, I know the spell. I don't have it prepared.
You.
Well,
Alar's just.
Walter, there's no mystery.
He's. Alar's gonna look over each of the other ones, and when Orda said the Cloud of Dagger spell, see if there was someone that reacted as well.
Problem. What do you mean? There's no mystery. Did you actually blender this guy?
I guess I did. I said that.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know how I know it, but I know I did it.
Well, we have our
mystery
murderer.
solved.
We'll take him in. The Judicar here can accompany us, and they're an official figure.
She goes. Judicar Brazica goes. She goes. You're admitting to the murder, just like that.
Yep.
How are you still alive right now?
She like shrugs. She goes like, "Oh yeah, she is alive. Sorry, we've got to cover that. She's here. She's good. She came into the chamber." She goes, okay, why? As she like begins to move over to you, and like she has her hand on her sword.
Okay. Well, here's what happened. So, most of you don't remember this, but some of you do. This is the third time this evening that this man has died. The first time he was stabbed by you, and I point to the I forget the
Scholar.
guy's name.
Scholar, yep.
Scholar. I'm like, first time it was you. The second time, we didn't quite figure out who was the second time, but my big friend here fucked you right up. And the third time, I woke up with the knowledge that I did it because we're trying to break the cycle. So I did it this time. So next time, when it's not me and we're having this conversation, we'll be able to move on. Everybody good?
Oh, come on. This is nonsense,
says the corpse from the ground.
I've got places to be, my guy.
The body looks up and says this and like lifts its hand to go like snap its fingers, and like 20 mice come like machine gunning out of the like underneath the bar, and just like clamp onto his like hand that keeps him from snapping and like pins it to the ground. Everybody make a perception check real quick.
Okay. Shit. 17.
14.
11.
Okay. All right. So the mark was a 10 there.
12.
Everybody's. What's that? 12.
12.
Okay. The mark was a 10. So everybody succeeds. A bunch of mice like pin this hand and stop this from happening. All of the Scholar Damson, Lady Pavo, Milo Verde, Telsark, all of the like NPCs here, like they like freeze in place. One singular like final mouse like knocks over the bottle of wine that you know to be like covering the key to Yadab's room, and it falls off and smashes on the ground. And the wine, like, spills out across the ground. And it, again, like, Alar, you have seen this. This is the first time for, like, the others of you. It begins to spell out words. And it spells out words, and it says, it's one of you. One of you has been replaced. T.I.
Pull a gun on Walter.
Red. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast. Sickening Radiance centered on myself. I'm doing it. Unless somebody stops me.
Everybody needs to roll initiative if we're gonna do this.
Oh god.
Hang on, before everybody roll initiative. We'll see how that goes.
Shit.
Natural 20 with a 22.
Oh no.
Also a natural 20, a 23.
Ooh,
oh boy.
Okay.
I also have a 23.
Oh god.
This man rolled a natural 20 and went third in initiative.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, Osrius, how'd you do?
Got a natural 19, so that's a 22.
Okay, so a 20. Brahm and Alar was what?
23.
So it's two 22s and a 20 and two 23s.
What the?
What is happening?
Okay, let's do it this way. Walter, for once, Brahm and Alar roll again.
Okay. 4.
And
Okay, so Brahm will go first. Alar will go second. Osrius and Walter roll again.
Natural 20.
Oh shit.
It's 15.
And a 15. Okay. So
I'm actually I rolled a nat 20 on my initiative, and I'm actually last.
You're gonna go last. Okay, so the message gets displayed to all of you. All of you see this.
Important question.
It's one of you. One of you has been replaced. T.I.
Okay, that was the question I had. I didn't know whether it had been signed or not.
It was signed, just like all the others. It was signed T.I. Brahm, you are the first to react.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I am going to.
I mean, you said you pull a gun on Walter, but what is your actual? What is your actual move?
Where is? We're all standing.
You're all like kind of in a semicircle in the room. So everybody is essentially within 30 feet of each other.
How many people can I, specifically of us, can I get within a 10-foot radius?
Probably none of you. I think you guys are all like within your own sort of discrete piece of the room.
I can get. Oh no! Wait. Sorry. How many people can I get within a 20-foot cube?
Oh, 20-foot cube is a different story. 20 foot to a side. Let's say you can get everybody within 20-foot cube, just for simplicity's sake.
Then I'm going to attempt to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay, everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, I have a thing because I'm barbarian.
I'm going to choose.
Oh shit! You know who I have to roll for is Tabitha Delker. Will be important there. She rolls a 1. Okay, so she's last.
My save is 17.
15 save.
Tabitha's is an 18.
20.
Spell save is 16.
So I fail. Everybody else succeeds.
So Walter glows. Everybody else.
I chose to fail.
Okay, so Brahm glows. Walter glows. A random number of the NPCs glow, as I assume you guys are not concerned with them at this point. Okay, so that's your turn, Brahm.
Yes.
All right, Alar, that brings us to you.
Alar is going to turn to Brahm. What was the name of that barn that we stayed at in Falland?
Boys. I don't know. We've been in a lot of bars.
The one that meant a great deal to you.
Oh.
But just in character and in a very intelligent move. Out of character, the worst pick. The worst person to have picked to remember.
I know. I rolled random and it just
That's
came up
fine.
him.
Wait.
Hang on, let's see if he gets it.
Something with Royale.
Yes. Time of day.
Grand Royale.
Certain.
Twilight Royale.
Twilight Royale is correct.
God damn it, first time.
Alar lowers his blade toward Brahm and then looks to the other 3.
All right, Osrius, that brings us to you.
I remember the boys.
You know what? I don't know what's going on right now. Very tense. It's very like Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man. So, I'm gonna like take out my great axe and I'm gonna hold an attack. I'm gonna hold an attack for if
Walter.
Well, I could put it through Walter. I'm gonna hold it. I hold an attack for anybody trying to hurt me.
Okay.
And hit them.
Alrighty.
We are 10 feet away from each other in a.
I take out my javelin and I ready an attack to throw it at somebody who tries to hit me.
I just wanted to be sure that we all understood that.
Walter, that brings us to you. Are you maintaining your action of creeping in the green light on everybody?
Hell yes, I'm gonna maintain that. I'm gonna try to burn out this imposter.
Everybody make whatever the saving throw required for this thing is.
You fuck you.
It's a DC 15 con save.
Okay.
Nothing happens if you succeed.
You.
Tabitha
Well,
Delker
I do
fails.
not succeed.
10.
Everybody, besides maybe
And-
Alvarez, fails.
Hold on.
No,
I
I
Everybody
rolled a natural
fails.
2.
I also failed.
Everybody fails. Good.
Great. Everybody
Okay.
fails. Everybody takes 19 points of radiant damage and 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh my
I throw my javelin
God.
at Walter in
You-
reaction
you-
to this.
that-
Yes.
That is a triggering effect.
Okay,
Hang
so
on a
we all take
second.
the damage.
Wait,
Does that...
I need to
does
check
that
something
make
real
a-
quick.
Okay,
one
I
second.
saved on my concentration for the damage at this point.
19, you said?
Yeah, 19
19
points of
damage,
damage.
yeah.
Tabitha Delker falls unconscious immediately.
God damn it, Walter.
Oh my god.
Oh, well. Somebody better heal her.
Walter, name all of your kids.
She is at 0 and is in death saves. It is Tabitha Delker's turn, actually, as that's the end of Walter's turn. She will make a death saving throw.
Oh.
Oh boy! Usually I keep these behind the screen. She rolled in that 1. She takes 2 death saves. 2 failed death saves immediately. That is her turn. Brom, that brings us to you.
Oh, thank God. Do I have to do something to like get out of
Yes.
sickness?
On his turn, he's got to make the save again, right?
She has to make the save at the beginning of her turn. It's a DC 15 con save.
Okay, well I rolled a 19.
Yeah, no, she failed the save. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So she would have had to, before she even rolled her death save, she would have had to.
I see what you're saying. Okay, so
Yeah.
I will make. Okay, I've resolved that with rolls behind the screen. We're good. I've figured that out. So something happened, and then she took 2 death saves. I will not tell you what happened after that, but I have that resolved. So Brom, it is your turn.
I does that take my action?
Does
like
what take your
resisting his spell?
No, it's
Okay.
just at the beginning of the turn.
Okay.
You
So I made the save.
made the save. DC 15 or higher con save. So 15 or higher con save. You take nothing. You have 1 level of exhaustion though.
I'm gonna cast
What is a level of
Cure
exhaustion?
Wounds at 4th level into Tabitha Delker.
Okay, how many hit points do you heal?
Come on, D&D Beyond, don't screw me. 20 points.
Okay, she heals all the way back to full health. You goes, oh, why, Walter?
I'm sorry. It's the only
she's-
way to tell.
She is revived. For now, she could easily be immediately killed again by your thing if she fails again on her save. Brom, any bonus actions or anything on your turn? Or speaking, I guess, is a free action.
bonus action, give Walter the finger.
Sure, it's a free action. You can give Walter the finger.
Which one of us is the imposter?
I already
By
told
the
you
way-
to name all of your kids.
Shit. Hold on, let me check my notes.
Also, bold play. In character, very smart. Out of character, Jason definitely doesn't know the names that he gave his children.
Does
I...
a 20
Name your
does a
wife.
23 hit Walter?
Oh,
Elliot,
yeah,
Jade,
shit.
and Walter Jr.
Good. A 23
He's
does
the-
hit Walter.
Okay, so then that is 8 points of piercing damage as the javelin hits him as my
So-
held action goes
So
off.
yes, the
from
held
him
action
hurting
does
me.
go off.
Um,
Osrius hits you with a javelin. Make a Constitution saving throw to see if you maintain concentration.
So he says the names of his kids, gets a javelin thrown into him, and
Yeah.
I turn to Aloy and go,
Yeah,
fuck,
I
is
see.
that right? I don't even know.
This is memory. That does sound right.
That is correct. Yes. Okay. Do you make
and-
concentration on creepy green light, Walter?
Yeah, I have advantage on concentration.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
All right, Ayla. That brings us to your turn.
Make your save, my boy.
Nope. Oh, what's the damage?
1 more level of exhaustion. So you have 2 levels of exhaustion. And
Walter, why don't you turn it off?
18 points of I'm trying to burn out the imposter.
Yeah, but what happens when you kill the wrong person?
He points at Osrius. What's your clan's name? And when if Osrius does smile like that, I cast Toll the Dead.
You didn't even give me a second.
Sorry, I thought you were doing the evil grin thing.
Make an insight check. Make an insight check.
Would normal Oz know that?
Yes.
18.
What? Victoria, make a persuasion or deception check.
Let's see, -1, so that's a 2.
You ask this. The Osrius makes that face. The corpse in the corner goes,
Oh, balls.
Okay, I cast Toll the Dead.
and you guess hold it there.
As soon as he says "oh balls," I'm gonna drop concentration.
Okay.
All the exhaustion levels are gone
Okay.
immediately.
You get to make a wisdom saving throw, Osrius.
Fosrius.
That's a 6.
Okay.
6 fail.
You take 5 points of necrotic damage,
Alrighty.
as there is a very loud
Boom.
bell tolling.
Okay, Osrius, that brings us to your turn.
I'm gonna take out my vicious great axe.
Yup.
And I would like to rage.
Yup.
Oh, God.
And I would like to. Do I get 2 attacks or 1 attack? I
I
get
believe
2.
you have 2 attacks.
You have 2.
Thank
Okay,
you for weakening all of us.
I'm going to. Can I? When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Yeah, I'm gonna reckless attack Walter.
Okay.
I
So
forgot.
I get advantage.
Yup.
I shouldn't have dropped it when I did.
Natural 20.
Oh no!
We're going
Oh
to die.
no!
All right.
Damage!
What's
Okay,
the damage? What's the
okay.
damage?
So I get brutal critical, plus I get the vicious great axe does something, right? Okay. So I need a D12, and I need a D12. I don't know how to be Osrius, guys. Bear with me.
It's all right.
Curtis, I don't know if Curtis has ever rolled a crit.
No,
Curtis has never rolled a crit.
At least now
you
with the
will.
axe.
You will. Oh, go ahead.
You can roll 1 additional damage die. Okay.
I
Yep.
dropped concentration at the wrong time.
40 points of slashing damage.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and add 2d6 to that for your vicious great axe.
Oh, I thought the vicious great axe added an extra 7.
Adds an extra 2d6 slashing damage is what I see on the.
What number did I just say? 40?
40.
Oh, okay.
So-
Well, then take 7 out of that. So
33.
Okay, 33 plus 2d6.
36. Okay, 39 actually slashing damage.
Take
I don't
39
think I get
slashing
anything
damage.
else that I get to
I
do.
am collapsed on the floor.
Okay.
Obi-Wan style.
Walter passes out unconscious.
Like a piece of wet tissue paper.
Like a
Just
wet
annihilate him.
noodle, Walter goes down. Okay. It would have been Walter's turn, so Walter, go ahead and make me a dice.
Wait,
my
but do
turn,
I get
but
2
there's-
attacks? Because that was 1 attack.
Oh, yeah, shit, I guess you do.
Okay.
Do I get to... Guys, I'm sorry, I don't know how to barbarian.
So you can...
You
have
can move
movement,
and hit
so if
somebody else if you want, yes.
Oh, yeah, okay, Braum. I'm gonna
Alright.
hit Braum.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
And this is also reckless.
No, I think you can only do that once.
No,
No,
but it says...
reckless
You have to
attack,
declare it on your first attack, but then you get advantage on
the rest of your
melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn.
Oh,
All
never
attacks
mind. I
against
apologize.
Osrius.
Yeah, no,
will have,
it's bad.
Okay,
It's-
yeah, no,
it-
that's
it's
fine.
bad
I
times.
apologize. I misunderstood.
24 to hit.
Oh, Christ.
Okay.
No.
He was saying.
Oh, it was low. So that's 1d12 plus 4, so 7. Just 7 points of slashing damage.
All right, could be worse. All right, Walter. Walter, go ahead and make a death saving throw.
Bye, bitch.
How the fuck do you make a death save? Hold on. I have to reread the rules for death saving throws because it's been a whole like
straight
6 weeks
d20.
since I had to roll one.
Straight d20, 10 or more is a success.
Yeah, if you roll a 20 on the d20, you get
20 is 2 successes, 1 is 2 failures.
No.
Or 20 is automatic stabilization. Sorry.
1 hit point.
Yes,
it says you
you
regain
stabilize.
1 hit point,
Yes, you stabilize the 1. A natural 1 is 2 automatic failures.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a d20. That is a fail.
Okay. Alrighty. Tabitha Delker is going to get up, and she's going to pull the crossbow that you guys gave her earlier, and she's going to shoot it at Osrius. That is an 8, which will miss. That'll bring us to Brom.
Can I get to Walter without having to take an attack of opportunity from Oz?
No, because Oz came up to melee attack you, so Oz is within melee of you.
All right, I guess I'm going to take the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Try and bypass Oz.
This is still reckless, right? Because it's or is it?
Hold on, let me check the rules for reckless attack.
It says during this turn, right?
It's turn, not round.
Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 14.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Okay, so you manage to roll under the axe as it whistles past your head.
Okay. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds into Walter at the 4th level. I'm going to roll real dice this time. Is it 4? Yeah.
Oh, there should be a +3 on the damage that I did to Walter. Not that it matters, he's dead, but
Shouldn't matter.
yeah, there's rage damage. I forgot that too.
22 points.
Okay, so you heal for 22. You regain consciousness. Brom, any bonus actions?
Nope.
Okay. Alar, that brings us to you.
Osrius, make a wisdom save.
$18. He rolled a natural 19.
That's entirely cool. Alar says something along the lines of, "Yeah, you did a shitty job in pretending to be him, but you got the foot size right." He was trying to cast hideous laughter.
The corpse says,
I fooled you for 3 reversions of this. Not a great track record for your part.
That's all I can.
all right.
Actually, I will back up.
Okay. Out of smacking range. All right, Osrius, that brings us to you.
Wait, it's my turn again? Oh my god.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm gonna go hit Brom.
Okay, roll the hit.
Recklessly. Yeah, it's an 18 plus 8. That's 26.
Yes, that hits.
$16 points of slashing damage.
Be right back.
All right, Brom.
And I'm gonna hit him again. Oh, that's a 17 this time.
Just hits.
Oh no. 7 slashing damage, that one.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm barbarianing right.
Trust me, you are.
And oh, hey, Hey. You take 3 fire damage because you're in my aura. I didn't know I had an aura, but it activates.
Yeah, the Storm
It
Herald aura.
activates when I'm
Wait, you have to
raging.
activate that, don't you?
It
She's
says
enraged.
you're
She
doing
did
it when
rage.
you're raging.
Oh, okay.
So then, as a
yeah.
bonus, yeah, it says like when you start your rage and as a bonus action on each of your turns. So bonus.
So Osrius
action
is basically just like
yeah,
giving
so
off
you
like a
get 3
pulse of fire.
You get
Okay,
3 more,
yeah,
and,
okay.
and then that's my turn.
Walter, that brings us to you.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Vampiric Touch, and I'm
Okay.
gonna try to attack. That's a quit. 27.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'll hit.
10d6 necrotic damage.
Owie.
36 necrotic damage, and I heal back for half.
Ugh. And I don't do. He's not the kind that takes half from necrotic, right?
No, he is not.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, 'cause he has a-
36 points of necrotic damage, and I regain whatever half of 36 is. 18 points of.
Oh, can I? Never mind. I don't know. I Stone's Endurance. I'm gonna Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
I just saw
Hey,
that.
that is the first time Oz has used Stone's Endurance in this entire campaign.
So I reduce 9 of it.
Okay.
You reduce 9, so I heal for less.
36, so it'd be 27.
So I
Oh, reduce 9. Yes.
I get 14.
Yeah.
Healed. 18. So yeah, I
okay.
just remove 4. So okay.
Anything else, Walter?
Is Oz still have the? I don't remember if he ever equipped it, but I had given him the other half of the status signet ring.
I don't see that. I got bracers of defense.
During the events of him escaping and jumping off the tower, prior to that I had given him one half of the status.
I don't know that he ever specified that he did. I'm just gonna roll a flat d20. 10 or above, he has it equipped. 10 or below, below 10, he does not. That is a 10. So yes, he has it equipped.
Rad. I can see how many HP he has.
How many HP you got left there, Osrius?
63.
Okay.
Balls. It's a chunky boy.
Osrius.
People that even doing damage, I've been having to heal.
Walter?
I like swipe it. I swipe at Oz, and I look up to his health bar, and it doesn't move, and I'm like, fuck.
Walter, that's your turn, right? You're done?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
Osrius, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, it fell. Ooh, that's a 17.
Shit. You feel Osrius begins to lock up as if being frozen in place, and then shrugs out of it. And everybody who is not Oz, make a perception check.
18.
Okay.
19.
17.
Oh, nice.
All right, very good, all of you. So all of you notice this Osrius shrugs this off, and you guys kind of look, and you see one of the mice is on the countertop. It has glowing golden eyes that kind of flare and then sort of go dim again as Osrius shakes off this effect, and the mouse goes what is very clearly for a mouse the equivalent of the mouse going fuck. And as whatever it was trying to do to incapacitate Osrius does not seem to have worked. And then another mouse comes skittering up and scratches into the bar top with just a sharpened piece of metal that it has. The words little mouse shank, yeah. Find the real one. And then a down arrow. Tabitha takes another shot at Osrius with her crossbow. Gets a 2, misses again. And that brings us, Brahm, to you. You see this message, how do you react?
Well, I could do the smart thing.
Do you remember what room he was in?
Well, he pointed down, right?
And we're on the ground floor.
This is just like a wood floor.
It's a wood floor.
Alright, I'm going to attempt something. It's either going to be the greatest thing that anyone's ever done, or it's going to do literally nothing. I am going to take out the Bandor and cast Shillelagh and just whack the shit out of this floor. I try to whack-a-mole a hole in the floor.
Roll damage. You do not need to roll to hit the floor.
Okay.
you can hit the floor. You are literally hitting the broadside of a barn in this roll here.
Max damage, so it's 8. 1d8 plus 4.
Well,
all right. You bring the Bandor out. You strum a chord. The Bandor like glows, and you whip it around and drive it into the ground with a resounding El Kabong noise as it hits the floor of the tavern. The wood splinters. Brahm, you fall straight down through a hole in the floor that you have made. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Um, 19.
Okay, so you succeed. So you will take half damage. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall through the floor. Make a perception check.
That is a 15.
With a 15, the debris clears. You find yourself in a cellar containing several casks where backup ale and mead and stuff is stored, plus all the roots that have been packed in here, it's the root cellar basically. And floating in the center of the chamber, vaguely illuminated by a sort of kind of luminescent golden glow, is Osrius. And you look at Osrius, his eyes are closed. He's floating peacefully as if asleep. And you look up to the Osrius on the ground floor with your friends, with his axe looking down at you. And all of you hear from the ground by the bar where it is has been laying this whole time. You hear the body go,
"Well, I suppose this is all for naught. I've gotten everything I'm going to get. Let's end this charade now."
and the tavern and the fake Osrius and all of the other individuals and the corpse and everything else around you begins to dissolve into
right as I was about to absolutely body Walter. Walter was supposed to be fully beheaded.
The tavern dissolves, and you find yourself standing in pretty much the same space that you were before. However, instead of being a fully functioning, fully equipped tavern, it is a dilapidated ruin. You guys are all standing in the spots that you were. Brahm, you were in the basement. The group of you were on the floor above. There's a massive hole in the floor. You guys look. Tori and Idrian is sitting like Indian style on the floor, on the ground outside the building. with like a rune circle surrounding him. All of the like characters of this illusory situation you have been in are gone. There are an equal number of corpses, like skeletons, long dead skeletons, in this like chamber, in this what is left of this tavern. And there are within the rafters 9 black cats looking down at you with a set of identical eyes. And they say,
I've gotten what I need. You are more trouble than you're worth, I suppose. Go on your way now, and be done from here.
I'm gonna take me and my 12 hit points and leave. 7 hit points. 7 hit points and leave.
Yeah, I'm going to limp out of here. Alar will make a point to pick up the gold that he had left on the bar, though.
sure, you can get that.
I like Walter's just kind of like confused, and then it is just kind of like looks up at them and it's like, what did you want?
The 9 identical cats look at you and say,
I wanted intrigue. From the others, I kept them here and added them to my cast. Their energy will sustain me for a while longer yet. It is what keeps me alive until I can return home. I would have kept you too, but you are troublesome. You have outside interference, it seems.
kind of like the 9 cats like look towards Tori and Adrian. And it says,
I don't have the excess of power to go toe to toe with you in this manner anymore. For now, I've gathered enough information, enough energy. Go on your way. You've entertained me enough to satisfy me for a little while.
Well, if you're after intrigue, promise not to do all this again. Might be interested in tagging along.
make a persuasion check.
17.
The cats kind of like in unison tilt their head at you.
Explain yourself. This ruse is expensive. You have an alternative?
We're in the middle of a history-changing shift in magic research, political intrigue. All manner of nonsense seems to follow us wherever we go. This is a Tuesday for us.
Okay. Second. The cats kind of look at you.
The last Grimalkin will consider what you said. I'll be watching. I might take you up on that.
Is
And
that
then,
what we
like,
should call you if we see you again?
It does not respond. The 9 like outlines of the cats begin to like fade into the darkness in the trees. The last thing to disappear being those like luminescent cat eyes that then disappear. Tori and Adrian's like spell circle breaks, and he goes like, "Go." You're all out. Okay.
Thanks to you. Thank you.
And he shakes his head. He says, I should have been sooner. I've been doing too much too quickly lately. It's been making me funny in the head. I spent too long gallivanting with a group of... Never mind, you'll meet them soon enough. I wanted to get here before it caught you in its web. But you're out now, no matter. I don't know what that exchange was. He gestures between Walter, you, and where like it was is. And I don't know how it's going to play out. That could either be extremely beneficial for you in the future, or very unwise.
Are we still on a path?
Walter's just gonna point at his eyes. And just be like,
Are we still...
Jeez.
didn't see that one either, huh?
Hard couple of months.
Adrian, are we
Yes.
still on a path that might not lead to catastrophe?
He kind of like, it gets more complicated by the day. All is not lost. I'm cheating a little more than is necessarily safe for myself, but it is what it is. You've lost, sorry, bearer of bad news. You've lost 2 weeks. In there.
2 weeks.
Yes.
2 weeks.
Faye, it messes with time. I'm
17 days since the fall of Naviria.
He says yes. He says Naviria is still held by the Ignians. An army has marched across the border. It's bad. There will be more time to discuss it here. There is a meeting in a day's time that you are supposed to be at that I need to get you to. There are others there who it is essential that you cross paths with. So I'm going to do a smidge more cheating, and I'm going to take you from here to Terra Libra without any more intervening travel.
Alar's just pale as a ghost right now after hearing that there's an army that marched across the border.
Well, no time like the present, or...
Right. Let's go.
He kind of nods and he says, very well, I am desperately fighting against the effects of far too much divining. So let's keep this brief. Let's get to Naviria, or let's get to Terra Libra, and I will sleep for roughly 22 hours, and we can move from there. All right.
If
Everybody.
what you've been seeing is anything as bad as my nightmares I've been having lately, then I will do everything to make your life as easy as possible.
He says, my guy. All right, gather in. And he kind of brings you all close, and he is going to cast teleportation spell. And portal will open up in space. You all will step through, and you find yourself standing once more in the Great Hall of Ladrius Keep in Terra Libra. He says, All right. I've made arrangements for a set of apartments adjacent to your wizard friends to be made ready for you. Rest for tonight. Tomorrow, a very important day is going to happen. He nods at you, and he says, "All right, I'll see you then." And that is the end of tonight's session. Hey! All right,
We made
so we made it. So quickly, we've run a little over time, so I want to just run through this quickly. Thank you to our sponsors, Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games. Thank you to Proficiency Bonus, as always, for letting Delve Requisite stream. Join us next time, right here, Tuesday, 7 p.m., for the next session of Delve Requisite, which will be, seems like, come hell or high water, a crossover episode where the two parties of our campaign will finally meet. Alrighty. That is all I've got for you tonight. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you guys, as always, for playing. Thank you, Victoria, for stepping in and playing Osrius for me tonight.
Fosrius.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.